Good morning and good afternoon. This is my Math 8 mini lesson on writing linear equations if you're given a slope at a point. Our goal today is to determine the y-intercept and substitute the m and b into y equals mx plus b. Remember that when you identify the slope, you're using m, and that the y-intercept is identified as letter b. That's a review from last week. And remember that the y-intercept is when it crosses the y-axis. It's that point that crosses the x-axis, and if you're looking in a table, it's when x equals 0 gives you the y-intercept. So as an example, the steps are already written out there for you, and there's a model there, and you can follow through. And what you're looking at is you're saying 1 and 4. If you're looking at this example, are ordered pairs of x and y. You're going to fill in every little part you know into y equals mx plus b. Write your equation. The slope is given. Replace the slope with -6. Replace 1 for x and 4 for y. And then solve as if you're solving an equation using opposite operations. So in this case, if you wanted to see that step, we're adding 6 to both sides, so 10 equals b. Remember, m is -6, 10 is b. We need m and we need b. Put them together and you will see y equals mx plus or minus b. Now in this case, look at this. We have the point 0, -2. Now see, that's already the definition of y-intercept, so you don't even need to substitute it in. Look what it says there. The y-intercept is already given. So then you just fill them in into the right location. So I'll do a few with you, and then you're going to be practicing on your own and trying to see if you can figure it out for yourselves. So y equals mx plus b. M is 1. This is x. This is y. So I'm going to replace y with -5, m with 1, x with -3, plus b. I'm going to use order of operations to simplify that. 1 times -3 is -3. I'm going to add 3 to both sides. And now I know what b is. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my original given information where m was 1 and now b is -2. So y equals blank x, and it's -2. Remember I talked about not using double signs, and I don't have to put the 1 in, but I will just for you to see where I am placing the numbers. Letter B. This is x, this is y. Y equals mx plus b. M is -1/4. You could type that into the calculator as a division problem. So this is going in for x and y into the formula y equals mx plus b, because we're trying to figure out what b is. I'm going to do my math. I can type this into the calculator. -1 divided by 4 times -4. And on the side here, if I wanted to do it mentally, you can see it like that. It's off a little bit. Sorry about that. -4 divided by 4. So it's -1. -1 plus b equals 0. Add 1 to each side. 1 equals b. Now we have m from the original notation given to us. Don't forget to use your equation to fill it in. So that's the equation given a point and the slope. I'll do number 3. M is 0 and x is 4. y is negative 1. I'll just list them all there for you. M is given, x is given, y is given. Use those substitution values into y equals mx plus b. Y is negative 1, 0 is slope, x is 4 plus b rather. 0 times 4 is 0, so b is negative 1. Now this is where it might get a little confusing. When we write y equals mx plus b, we're saying it's a zero slope. Remember that a zero slope is a horizontal line, and I'm reminding you that we learned Hoy and Vux. Horizontal, zero slope, it's a y equals line. Vertical lines have an undefined slope and an x equals. So because I have a zero slope, it's going to be a y equals. See that? Right there. Y equals when you have a zero slope. So we don't have a slope that we can identify in the equation other than 0, so we're going to leave it out. And then y is equal to negative 1. It's the horizontal line.